CMUEagles.com with Central Methodist head men's basketball coach Jeff Sherman as the team prepares to take on 7th-ranked Columbia on Tuesday inside Puckett Fieldhouse. Coach, this will be the second time you've seen this team this year. What do you think you can take from the first matchup heading into the second?
Well, obviously, we hope the second one's going to be a little better than the first one. I thought our first game, we were very pleased with our first 7, 8, maybe even up to 10 minutes. We came out, we played hard, we had a lot of energy. I thought we executed well and we actually scored some points. I think the last 30 minutes of the ball game was rather disappointing from an offensive standpoint, and I've got to give Columbia College a lot of credit for that. Again, the history of these two schools and the two teams, especially the past 25 years, has been probably our biggest rival over the years, and usually the most watched game because of being the Columbia area. That's the media game where most of your TV and radio and the success that Columbia's had has been really second to none over that time in the NAI. So we have a lot of respect for them, and we feel that from the first game we've taken quite a bit from it. I think we've had a lot of success from that first game. We're on a 5-game winning streak. Haven't played tremendous basketball, but we've picked up and we've learned a great deal from each game. And I think this second game is going to be more along the lines of what we were hoping the first. It'll be interesting to see how everything falls into place. The advantage we have is we played 7 games. Columbia's played 3 and took all last week off. There's some great advantages to that, and hopefully some disadvantages. So I think that I'm glad that first game's over. We wanted that game early in the year. It's good to have this second game even right before the conference starts. So we'll be ready.
Tanner Sutton scored a game-high 16 points for Columbia in the first game. He's averaged 14 per game in 2 games in Puckett Fieldhouse. How do you plan to neutralize him, and just kind of talk about the things he did well in the first game, able to get into the lane?
Well, first of all, Tanner's a very intelligent player. He does all the things that a coach wants out of a player to win ball games. I'm not so sure, and I haven't really gotten on their site, but he's going to probably throughout the course of this year, with their rich tradition, probably win as many ball games, if not more, than any other player that's played there. So that says a lot for him as an individual. He's not the kind of player that I think that they even worry about if he's going to score 15 or 20. He'll just do whatever it's going to take to win ball games. So from that aspect, he's just very consistent. You have to be very alert to what he's doing. He's going to guard our best player, which a lot of times will be Mitch Farr out there. Maybe our 3 guard, probably even at times even the point guard. He does a very good job at defending. But their team, what makes them so special is they're very disciplined of what they need to do, and they know and they buy into the roles. And those are still the things that we're learning to do as a team with a lot of new players. I do think we have more depth. So if we can get the game to where we're utilizing that more than we did the first game, that could be part of our advantage going into the second game.
Finally, this contest is expected to be a blackout. What kind of emotion and energy do you think the fans can bring in this game?
Well, I hope a bunch. I think when you get a game like the Columbia College Central Methodist game from our student body, and being this early in the year, I think you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to see one of the best teams in the country in Columbia College, hands down. One of the best coaches in the NAI, and Bob Burchard. I think what I'm hoping that you'll see is the new team in our conference over the past few years that's making strides of going for that title, and that would be us. We have a long ways to go, but I think they're going to see a talented team, a team that's on the rise, a team that's on a little bit of a roll, and hopefully a team that's going to be prepared enough to challenge this team this early in the year. And if that happens, we're going to be sitting pretty good heading into the conference season the week after Thanksgiving. But I'm hoping that the student body comes out and has a lot of fun. Our players obviously feed off that energy, so there's no question it would help us a great deal, and it should be an exciting evening.